And there are different types of anxiety as well.
That's right. So broadly, anxiety disorders are now classified as generalized anxiety disorder, the one we just talked about. There's separation anxiety disorder. There is social anxiety disorder, which is also called social phobia. There is agoraphobia, which is a fear of technically it's called the fear of the marketplace, but it may be a fear of any place where an escape is difficult in case one has a panic attack. That's called agoraphobia. Apart from that, there is panic disorder, and there are specific phobias like blood injection injury phobia, or
Snakes.
snakes, animals, or natural environment like height, or situational, different kinds of phobias like flight phobia is one of them. So these are the specific phobias.
Got it.
And yes, one more. In children, there is a particular anxiety disorder you don't see so much in adults, which is called selective mutism. So, an atmosphere where a child feels particularly anxious, they will go mute, they will not talk. But in another atmosphere, they will talk very normally. So, that is another anxiety disorder.
All these different anxiety disorders.
That's
Got
right.
it. And how does it, because for an anxiety disorder to happen, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a reinforcing kind of learned process. So is that something that's common with all these disorders, and how does that happen usually to someone?
So, for any kind of anxiety, usually there are a few things. Let's take three of them to understand better. One is that there is some predisposition, which is usually biological. So, it could be a genetic predisposition. So, the brain is already predisposed to anxiety. The second is that there is a threat or a stressor in the environment. And the third, and I would say the most important, is how that threat is evaluated once one goes into the fear and flight or fight response. Now, if that threat is seen as surmountable, one goes into the fight response, faces it, and things are fine. However, if it is assessed as an insurmountable threat, or something that is grossly overwhelming, then the tendency is to go into the flight response,
Right.
in which case one tries to either avoid or escape that particular threat. And that is when it turns into anxiety. What happens is when you actually use avoidance and escape to get rid of that stimulus, that anxiety is reinforced. And the more it is reinforced through that loop, the more it turns into a proper disorder, such as a specific phobia.
Got it.